Get ready for action, because the Portland Trail Blazers just snatched a crucial win in Game 2 against the San Antonio Spurs. Victor Wembanyama suffered a head injury that forced him out, but the Blazers rallied, with Scoot Henderson taking over to lead the charge and secure a vital 1-1 series advantage. We break down every pivotal moment of this incredible comeback.
Here's a simple way to protect your phone without stress. This Allen 3-pack comes with tempered glass screen protectors, camera lens protectors, and an installation frame for an easier, cleaner fit. It's clear, case-friendly, and built to help guard against scratches and everyday bumps. Check the link in the comments to get it on Amazon.
The concern surrounding Victor Wembanyama has exploded after he was forced to exit the game and enter concussion protocol after hitting his head on the court. This moment sent shockwaves through the league, raising serious questions about the future of the San Antonio Spurs and the impact this has on their playoff aspirations. We explore what this means for the Spurs' momentum moving forward. But the story doesn't end there. Victor Wembanyama's mother, Elodie DeFodero, made a rare and emotional appearance right before the playoff game, offering support and sharing a powerful message about the journey. We dive into the personal side of this massive star and what her presence means as Wemby faces this uncertain future. And finally, the Timberwolves are facing a tough challenge against the Spurs, and injury concerns loom large for Anthony Edwards. Timberwolves head coach Chris Finch has given an update, claiming Edwards is week to week, putting pressure on the team as they prepare for the series. Don't miss the full breakdown of these crucial playoff injury reports and what it means for the Timberwolves' fight against San Antonio. The Portland Trail Blazers secured a crucial 106-103 victory over the San Antonio Spurs in Game 2, tying the series at 1 game apiece. The pivotal moment in the contest arrived when Spurs Defensive Player of the Year, Victor Wembanyama, suffered a head injury in the first half, forcing him to exit the game and enter concussion protocol. Wembanyama's absence immediately altered the game's dynamic. Prior to the injury, his presence dictated Portland's offensive strategy, leading to contested mid-range shots. With Wembanyama sidelined, the Spurs' defensive gravity vanished, causing their defensive rating to plummet as they struggled to find an interior protector to match the Blazers' renewed aggression. Taking control of the offense in the absence of their star, Scoot Henderson emerged as the primary catalyst. Henderson led the scoring with 31 points on 11 of 17 shooting, but it was his relentless rim pressure and superior decision-making that shifted momentum. Henderson's ability to collapse the San Antonio defense forced opponents into poor assignments, opening up opportunities for his teammates, and his high-paced transition game prevented the Spurs from establishing a stable half-court defense. The final stretch was defined by a massive 27-10 scoring swing, showcasing Portland's defensive versatility. The Blazers switched to a smaller, more aggressive lineup focused on deflection, forcing the Spurs into 4 turnovers in the final 6 minutes. This defensive intensity allowed Portland to capitalize on extra possessions by relentlessly attacking the basket, exploiting the Spurs' lack of interior protection to erase a 14-point deficit. As the series moves to the Moda Center, the focus will shift to Portland's ability to sustain this late-game defensive intensity. The win has established a best-of-5 series, and the coaching staff will be focused on replicating the opening tip defensive fervor. With Game 3 set for Friday, the Blazers will host the Spurs at 7:30 p.m. PT, with fans streaming on Amazon Prime Video. Victor Wembanyama's playoff run with the San Antonio Spurs has been abruptly halted following a serious head injury during a game against the Portland Trail Blazers. The incident, which occurred while driving to the basket, involved Wembanyama taking a hard fall and striking his chin directly on the court. Although he initially appeared to recover, the situation escalated quickly. Following a timeout called by head coach Mitch Johnson, Wembanyama proceeded to the locker room, where medical assessment confirmed he would not be returning after entering concussion protocol. Wembanyama had put up 5 points and 4 rebounds in just 12 minutes prior to the injury, underscoring his significant on-court contribution. His dual-threat presence has been instrumental in establishing the Spurs as a top contender this season. the loss of their centerpiece at this critical juncture, especially after the team made the playoffs for the first time since 2019 carrying strong momentum, raises serious concerns about the series and the team's overall confidence. The timing is particularly concerning, coming just one day after Wembanyama was unanimously named Defensive Player of the Year, a recognition that solidified his dominance with impressive averages of 25 points, 11.5 rebounds, and 3.1 blocks per game. The immediate uncertainty now centers on the Spurs' path forward, and crucially, the timeline for Wembanyama's return. Victor Wembanyama's mother, Elodie, made a rare appearance before the San Antonio Spurs playoff game, adding a personal touch to the star's recent achievements. Wembanyama, drafted as the clear #1 pick in the 2023 NBA draft, has rapidly established himself as an elite player. The 74 center has demonstrated exceptional offensive prowess and has quickly become one of the league's premier defenders, transforming the Spurs from a bottom dweller into a serious championship contender. His trajectory suggests he could be among the game's all-time greats, similar to LeBron James. However, Wembanyama's health faced a setback during the April 21 game against the Portland Trail Blazers when he hit his chin on the hardwood, prompting him to enter concussion protocol and rule him out for the following game. Despite the injury scare, Wembanyama has already earned the first of what is expected to be multiple NBA Defensive Player of the Year awards for the 2026 season, announced on April 20. In an interview with NBA Showtime on Monday about the award, Wembanyama shared the emotional moment, noting the presence of his mother, Elodie DeFodero, who appeared on camera to offer a wave. Wembanyama reflected on the experience, stating, "It feels great. My mom is sitting next to me." He also quoted his mother, who reportedly said, "The real struggle may have been getting to 65 games." Wembanyama's mother, who is 63, has been a significant supporter, and she remains a source of concern following his fall. The focus now shifts to Wembanyama's recovery, with hopes that he will avoid missing any additional time due to the injury. The Minnesota Timberwolves are gearing up for their second-round playoff series against the San Antonio Spurs, but injury concerns surrounding star player Anthony Edwards remain a focal point, as head coach Chris Finch provided an update on Saturday. Following a decisive 110-98 victory over the Denver Nuggets in Game 6, the team faces a new challenge with key personnel questions ahead of the matchup on Monday, May 4th. In an exclusive update shared with Yahoo Sports, Coach Finch confirmed that Anthony Edwards is currently listed as week-to-week. The injury sustained by Edwards, which included a bone bruise and hyperextension in his left knee during the Game 4 victory against the Nuggets, suggests he will miss at least the start of the series. While there is optimism that he could return by Game 3 or Game 4, his absence poses a significant hurdle for Minnesota. Finch also provided an update on fellow guard Io Dosunmu, stating that Dosunmu is more day-to-day. With Edwards likely sidelined and Dosunmu's status still uncertain, the Timberwolves may need to adjust their lineup, potentially relying on Terrence Shannon Jr. In Game 1 against San Antonio, Jalen Clark could also see increased playing time as the team navigates two key backcourt injuries. Edwards' impact has been substantial in the postseason, averaging 18.5 points, 6.8 rebounds, and 3 assists while shooting 35.8% from the field. His return would be crucial for the Timberwolves' prospects against the Spurs in this critical series.